In this episode, I will show you how I use AI to turn high-retention outlines into watch-to-the-end scripts. Having a high-retention outline is a game changer. But an outline alone doesn't get views. People don't watch outlines. They watch scripts. And this is where most creators get stuck. They know what to say in each section, but when it's time to actually write the script, they either freeze, ramble, or overcomplicate everything. In this video, I'll show you exactly how I use AI to turn high-retention outlines into full scripts that keep people watching until the very end. You'll see how I go from bullet points to complete, ready-to-record scripts without losing my voice, my personality, or my time. Let's be honest. Writing is where momentum dies for most creators. You validate the idea. You build a great outline. You even know the hook, the stakes, and the promise. Then you sit down to write the script, and suddenly everything feels heavy. You start second-guessing every line. You overthink your transitions. You wonder if you sound robotic or boring. You write 3 paragraphs, then delete all of them. So instead of publishing consistently, you get stuck in perfection loops. The script never feels good enough. The result? Your ideas never become videos. Your outline sits in a document and your upload schedule falls apart. And here's the worst part. Most creators assume the problem is, I'm just not a good writer. But that's not the real issue. The real issue is they're trying to write from scratch in a vacuum without a process or a partner. That's where AI comes in. I'll tell you something. I used to hate scripting. I loved coming up with ideas. I loved mapping out frameworks. But when it was time to put words on a page, it felt like dragging a boulder uphill. I'd write for hours, then read it back and think, this doesn't even sound like me. Or I'd do the opposite, write way too casually, and the video would feel unstructured and messy. It was exhausting. When AI tools got good enough to help with language, I had 2 reactions at the same time. First, this is cheating. Real creators should write everything. Second, what if this could actually make me better? So I experimented. I didn't let AI replace me. I let it assist me. I gave it my outline. I gave it my voice style. I asked it to help me turn structure into sentences. And what happened surprised me. My scripts got clearer. My pacing improved. My time spent writing dropped to a fraction of what it used to be. But most importantly, the videos still felt like mine. That's when I realized, you don't use AI to replace your creativity. You use AI to remove friction so your creativity can breathe. Now, let me walk you through the exact system I use to turn high-retention outlines into AI-assisted scripts without sounding generic, robotic, or like everybody else. Think of it as a 5-step collaboration framework between you and the AI. If you haven't watched the earlier episodes yet, remember to go back through the playlist. Episode 1, How to Validate Ideas with AI. Episode 2, How to Create Faster Without Burning Out. Episode 3, How to Build High-Retention Outlines. Step 1, to my system, feed the AI your outline, not just a topic. The biggest mistake creators make is asking AI to write a script about X. That guarantees generic output. Instead, you start with your high-retention outline, your hooks, your stakes, your promise, your core sections, your closing. You tell the AI, here is my outline. Help me turn this into a script, but keep the structure exactly as is. Now, instead of the AI guessing, it's filling in something you already designed. You stay in control of direction. AI helps with expression. Step 2, define your voice and audience. Clearly, your voice matters. AI can't guess it. You have to teach it. Before I ask for any script help, I describe my style and my audience. I'll say things like, I speak in short, clear sentences. I avoid jargon. I talk to creators who are serious but overwhelmed. The tone is calm, confident, and practical. No hype, no fluff. You can do the same. Describe who you're talking to, how you speak, what you avoid, what you emphasize. This context is what prevents AI from sounding like a template and starts making it sound more like you. Step 3, generate in sections, not the whole script at once. Another mistake, asking AI to generate a full 10-minute script in one shot. You get something long, but it often feels flat and repetitive. Instead, I go section by section. First, I ask for 3 hook variations based on my opening idea. I pick the one I like, or blend them. Then I ask, write the stakes section using this outline, or turn this bullet list into a 60-second explanation. Breaking it into chunks gives you control. You can adjust tone, pacing, and direction before moving on. It turns scripting into a conversation, not a dump. Step 4. Use AI to expand and tighten, not just write. Here's where the magic really happens. I don't only generate text. I constantly refine it. If a paragraph feels too long, I say, shorten this without losing the meaning. If something feels vague, I say, make this more concrete. Add an example. If a transition feels weak, I say, give me 3 stronger transitions that lead from this section to the next, and build curiosity. I even use AI to punch up certain lines. Rewrite this sentence to be more impactful, but keep the same idea. You are the director. AI is the writer's room. Step 5. Run a final human filter pass. This is crucial. At the end, once the AI has helped draft everything, I read the entire script out loud. Anything that doesn't sound like me, I change. Anything that feels too polished and not conversational, I break up. I remove words I would never say. I shorten sentences. I add my own phrases, my quirks, my favorite transitions. This final pass takes minutes, but it keeps the script grounded in your identity. AI helps with speed and structure. You bring authenticity and nuance. Together, you get scripts that are clear, engaging, and genuinely yours. Why this works. Here's why this system is powerful. You're stacking 3 advantages. First, you start with validated ideas. So you already know the topic is in demand. Second, you use high-retention outlines. So the structure is built for watch time. Third, you use AI to expand and refine, not to think for you. That combination is rare. Most creators are either guessing ideas and guessing scripts, or using AI to generate generic content from scratch, with no structure and no soul. You're doing the opposite. You're using human insight to guide AI assistance. That's where leverage lives. When I applied this system consistently, I noticed 3 things. My scripting time dropped dramatically. My videos flowed better. And I stopped dreading the writing phase. The numbers reflected it too. Higher average view duration, more people watching past the midpoint, and more comments saying, wow, this was clear and easy to follow. That's the real test. At this point, you know how all the pieces fit together. AI helps you validate ideas. Your content velocity system helps you produce without burning out. High-retention outlines give your videos structure. And now, AI-assisted scripting turns those outlines into watch-to-the-end scripts that actually perform. The goal is not to let AI replace you. The goal is to let AI remove resistance so your best thinking can actually reach your audience. Writing doesn't have to be the bottleneck anymore. It can become the smoothest part of your process. When you combine validated ideas, smart workflow, retention-first structure, and AI-assisted scripting, you stop making content by force and start making it by design. That's what sustainable growth looks like. If you followed this far, you now have a complete system, from idea validation to workflow to outlines to scripts. The next logical step is to see how this all works in real time. In my next video, I'll walk through a full example from raw validated idea all the way to AI-assisted script, so you can see each step applied, start to finish. If you haven't watched the earlier episodes yet, go back through the playlist. The playlist link is in the pinned comment below. Pick one video in your pipeline right now and run it through this full system. Then come back and tell me in the comments, did scripting feel easier? Did the video feel more coherent? Your content deserves more than guesswork. Use AI as your co-writer, not your replacement, and watch what happens next. Subscribe if you want to keep building systems like this for your content and income, and I'll see you in the next episode.